So how do you get heard, and how do you start building a fan base? Marketing your music and your image today is a fundamental part of your career as an independent artist, especially when you can rely solely on yourself to expand your presence online. All social media platforms work in slightly different ways when prioritizing content on feeds, and it's down to you to track it and work out what works best on each platform and how do you get the most interaction, aka potential fans. There are effective ways to promote your content and ways that will most certainly play against you when marketing your music. And as we encourage you to keep your online presence alive, here are some things that you definitely want to avoid when promoting your music. When it comes to your music career, the most crucial step is creating tracks that you're genuinely proud of. But making great music alone isn't enough to get noticed. You can't just rely on the quality of your tracks to do all the work. You need to avoid being too quiet on social media. Otherwise, you're risking never reaching the people who will appreciate and love what you created. That's why one of the biggest mistakes artists make is not doing enough to get their music heard. Building an audience doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional and proactive promotion. I'm not just talking about occasionally posting on social media. It's about truly connecting with your people. So think strategically. What makes you unique as an artist and what sets your music apart? And use that to create content that highlights your strengths and makes you stand out. This becomes even more important when you have new release. Lean into what makes it special and share that with your audience. We can understand though that someone might not want to be on display in front of the camera all the time, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Think of creative ways to portray your image online without having yourself to be in front of the camera. Think of maybe graphics embodying your style or pictures of fans and friends cheering for you and supporting your music. Think of anything that you feel represents your music soul. People connect with stories, so when promoting your music, tell a story. It could be as simple as sharing a personal experience or as creative as building a unique aesthetic that ties all your posts together. But don't just post an image without context. Give it a meaning. Let it add to the story of who you are as an artist. Additionally, make the most of your artist profiles on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. These are powerful tools to connect with your fans. Use them to build your biography, promote your releases, and apply for playlist features. It's all about mixing every opportunity to reach your audience. And as you start to gain traction, you'll discover the best places to focus your efforts. Engage your audience, respond to comments, and consider running targeted ads to expand your reach even further. Remember, your music deserves to be heard, but it's up to you to make sure that it reaches the right ears. So keep pushing, keep connecting, and keep telling your story. We all love our friends and family, but sometimes when they get a bit too needy, we reach a point where we need our own space. And the same goes for promoting your music. You don't want to push too hard and risk turning off your fans. Enthusiasm is great, and consistent content is essential, but there's definitely such a thing as too much. Posting too frequently can actually limit the impact of your content. If you're posting multiple times a day, algorithms might struggle to prioritize your posts, and some of your best content might get lost in the shuffle. And let's be honest, when you post too much, you lose the power of your strongest content. It's tough to maintain high quality if you're constantly churning out posts. If you're sharing too often, you're likely not giving each piece the attention it deserves, which can be detrimental to the overall message. So here's the key. Post regularly, but make sure there's enough time between posts. They will also give you enough time to work on truly great content. Give each share its moment to shine. Your audience will appreciate the thought and the effort you put into each post. Focus the efforts on the platforms that matter the most. Promoting your music takes time. And if you're spending time on platforms where no one is paying attention, you're missing out on better opportunities elsewhere. So do some research, find communities and online places where your sound might actually resonate. Tailor your approach to each platform. Use relevant hashtags and creating content that engages. Remember, quality over quantity is key. By being strategic about your content, you'll not only keep your audience engaged, but you also make sure that your music gets the attention it deserves. There's a reason why live shows are legendary. Gigs offer a unique connection between the artist and their fans, creating the opportunity for lifelong memories that keep listeners coming back to you time and time again. If you're not gigging yet, you might want to get things started. Live performances allow you to reach your fans on a deeper, more personal level. They are the chance to showcase your talent to an audience, win over new listeners, and build a loyal following. Hitting the gig circuit also opens doors within the industry. The connections that you make with venues, bookers, sound engineers, and more can significantly expand your network and lead to new opportunities. Plus, gigs are a fantastic way to market yourself and earn revenue. Selling merch and physical copies of your music at concerts not only adds to the excitement of the event, but also boosts your sales. If you're just getting started and never played in public before, don't worry. You can think of ways to start from zero without having to face a big public crowd. You can set up a small live set with close friends and family that will truly support you. Coming on to the next level, you can start looking for local venues, open mic nights, or even explore online streaming performances. The energy of a live show can have a lasting impression and help build experience. The music industry isn't just about going solo though, it's a community. While what you do might be deeply personal, that doesn't mean you can't connect with other artists and empower your career through those connections. Collaborating with fellow artists is a fantastic way to inspire new sounds in your tracks and expand your creative horizons. Plus, it's a win-win opportunity for both of you to reach new audiences. When you collaborate, you're not just creating music together, you're introducing each other to your respective fan bases in a way that can have a lasting impact. And on social media platforms, you already have plenty of pre-made tools that allow you to create collaborations and let the algorithm merge audiences and grow your exposure. Think of TikTok duets or Instagram remixes. These connections go beyond just the music. Building strong relationships with other artists can lead to valuable networking opportunities. A close bond with another artist might result in them recommending you to a label, a concert booker, or even a producer, giving your career the extra push it needs. So look for local talent or explore online communities to find potential collaborators. You can feature on each other's tracks, create remixes, or even perform together. Cross-promotion through each other's audiences is mutually beneficial and can take both your careers to new heights. Once you found a content strategy that works, it's easy to fall into the trap of repeating the same formula. Don't let your content go stale. Your audience craves something fresh and exciting, especially in a world overflowing with online content. So avoid bombarding your fans with the same song or promotion over and over. Instead, switch things up. Release teasers, behind-the-scenes snippets, or even acoustic versions of your tracks to build anticipation for the music. Keep it varied to maintain interest. You can also share snippets of your creative process or host online questions and answer sessions to engage your fans in new ways. Consistent, engaging content is key to keeping the momentum going and ensuring your audience stays connected to your journey. Some artists take it a step further by reinventing their aesthetic and music style with each major release. It's a bold move, but it can keep your fans intrigued as they watch you grow and evolve. But just remember, while it's important to evolve, you don't want to alienate the audience that supported you from the beginning. Stay true to yourself, even as you experiment and push boundaries. By keeping your content fresh and engaging, we'll continue to captivate your audience and grow your fan base, ensuring your music remains at the forefront of their minds. So as you navigate your music journey, remember that success isn't just about making great tracks. It's about connecting with your audience, collaborating with others, and keeping your content fresh and engaging. So whether it's through unforgettable live performances, inspiring collaborations, or creative content, every step you take brings you closer to your goals. But to truly maximize your potential, you need the right tools to get your music out there and promote it effectively. With RouteNote, you can distribute your music to all major streaming platforms, reach listeners around the world, and with Push FM's powerful marketing tools, you can promote your music professionally, building your audience and driving engagement across all your channels. So don't just let your music sit on the sidelines. Take action and make it heard. Start distributing your music with RouteNote today and charge your promotion with Push FM.